Hey, I'm Jeff.
I'm Brad, and today on Dude Food, we're making the best waffles you've ever had in your life. So this is, usually you don't think of waffles when you think about dessert, but actually at Amis we do this as a dessert, and they're awesome. It's one of those things that half the people that come in the restaurant, they get this as a dessert, so we sell a lot of them. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll make the batter. We're going to start with a little bit of milk. We're going to add the milk to the bowl, and then a little bit of fresh compact yeast. You could use dry yeast, but we're going to use the fresh stuff. And what that is going to do, it's going to make a fermented dough, and it's going to add that extra level of flavor, and it's also going to make the waffles really light and airy and flavorful.
And we got to give a shout out for this recipe because it comes from a good friend of ours, Paul Kahn. When we opened up Amis, we were using another recipe, and they were really great. But when we went and ate his at his restaurant, we were like, holy shit, these things are so much better.
We stole the recipe.
Threw our recipe in the trash and started
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, so that's nice and all dissolved. So at this point, we're going to add a little bit of vanilla.
We'll cut the vanilla bean. We're going to use fresh vanilla bean. We prefer that over the extract. The extract has a little alcohol in it. It doesn't have as strong of a flavor. So you want to split it in half, and you want to scrape out the pulp.
So here we have some melted butter. We're going to add a little bit of melted butter. So we're going to whisk that butter in, and then we're gonna throw in our eggs.
Okay.
Smack them up. All right, so look at any shells in there.
No shells.
No shells. All right. So we got our flour here. We got our sugar. We got a little bit of salt. We'll mix that together now. So when you go to mix it in with a wet, you don't have to over mix it. This is going to incorporate everything together, and then we're going to dump all the dry in there. And when we're mixing these waffles, you want to be careful not to over mix it. You want to bring it together, and then just mix it for like 30 seconds.
Threw the hazelnuts in here. We're going to start toasting some hazelnuts, and we're going to start making the Nutella butter. So we're going to put the butter inside. We want to start mixing this. We're going to whip this for about 8 minutes on high speed. We want it nice and fluffy, tripled in size. I don't want to burn the hazelnuts.
Don't burn the nuts.
Hazelnuts will take about 2-3 minutes to get nice and toasted. So we have two sticks or 1 cup of butter that's whipping in here, and we're gonna mix Nutella in there with it. Nutella they find in everybody's cabinet in Italy. It's like their peanut butter. You know, I mean, my wife's from Bergamo, and you will not find peanut butter in my house. As much as I love it, she don't let me buy it. And in case you don't know what Nutella is just hazelnut and chocolate pureed together. We're gonna add the Nutella into the butter.
So we're gonna get this thing ripping hot. Then you're going to take your nice cooking spray, spray that on there. Very important. You know, this looks like a pretty smooth batter. There might be a couple lumps, so you want to strain it. Get any lumps that you haven't mixed into the batter out of it. Any chunks of yeast that might be in there. How those burnt nuts.
Burnt nuts are great, man. Great. We're just going to rough chop the burnt nuts.
You ready, dude? I'm going to make a waffle.
Throw it in
now.
there, yeah.
All right. So going in there. You want to hear that sizzle. Very important.
And it's important to flip it too while it's cooking, right?
Yeah.
You want to, because if you don't, all the batter kind of remains on one side. It doesn't kind of drop. You want it to kind of drop down while it's cooking.
Especially with some batters, some waffle batters are really thick, and there's different styles. This is more of a loose batter, so you gotta have one of these things that flips. If not, it'll still work, but these things are very cool. Like I said before, you want it really caramelized, so we're gonna wait about 3 minutes.
All right.
Oh,
Look at that.
a waffle. Good job, dude.
Take that out.
So we get a little. Use your hands.
Hands of steel.
Tough, dude. Tough.
Now, how do you finish this at the restaurant?
So at the restaurant, really simple. Take a little bit of this Nutella butter, put it all in there.
All right. And then we like to finish this with a little bit of ice cream. You can use any kind you want. We usually make semifreddos at the restaurant, and then cover it with those toasted burnt hazelnuts.
Oh yeah. So again, look, the Nutella butter melts in there. It gets into the crevices of the...
This can be dessert for 4 people, unless you're Brad Spence.
My wife won't
Then
like
it's
it
a
this
lumberjack special.
Alright. I love this
Your
part.
wife
This is my,
watching right now?
this is my favorite part when me and you get to eat together. It's unbelievable. How is it? Good?
Awesome. Crunchy.
Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching Dude Food.
And look out for the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe.